Hello, everybody. Trying to get the dog hair off of my laptop. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. If you don't already know and you're a new subscriber or new to my channel, my name's Chris. Nice to meet you. I am set up in my spare room temporarily. Still working on this area. As you can see, I got crap everywhere, but so far I've got just the tapestry up on the window and some stuff, some of my cards, my oracle decks, my tarot decks, my essential oils, and other stuff. And I took out some decks before and did a pick a card, and so I uploaded it to my channel. So I'm going to be recording some videos that are going to be sparsed out on my channel to upload for the month of July. So by the time you're seeing this reading, it is July or the last week of June. So the deck I decided to use for this reading really called out to me. And the deck is Oracle Dragon Fae. It's one of my favorite decks. I think I've had this deck for probably going on 9 years. And so there's some of these decks that I only take out occasionally. I have probably about maybe 8 decks, but there's some of them that have been with me for a very long time. These are actually really decent sized, as you can see. This is what they look like. It's just a mixture of dragons and fae, which are two things that I've followed since I was a kid. Being Irish, part Irish, Native American, and Italian, I'm very much into the fae. I've always been into the fae and dragons as well. So my next tattoo is going to be dragon inspired. However, it's been about 4 years since my last tattoo. I just got a tattoo yesterday for my birthday to celebrate, and it's sore. My muscles sore like when you go to the gym and work out too much. I got this amazing dream catcher with an owl. I know you probably can't see it, but let me move this. So that's the tattoo. Let's see if I can... Sorry, my laptop is a little heavy. That's my tattoo that I got at Covington Tattoo Emporium in Covington, Louisiana. Justin, thank you. Julie, thank you. And I forgot your assistant's name. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, it is sore, but not in a bad way. I had something on my wrist that I got years ago that I decided to get covered up. It was time. It no longer served me in my life. And so the feather is over that. And so that part really, really hurt. But other than that, it's really cool. And it's not a realistic owl, but I didn't want realism. I wanted something cute because I just wanted something cute. So I set up my table in here. It's kind of a mess right now because I'm still cleaning in here. But I set up my table for the pick a card reading with this little, I'll show it to you. This little, because I was like, well, people aren't going to want to look at my face all the time, right? Sometimes people want to look at the decks or the cards. So what I did was I set up this little tiny cloth that I actually got at a plantation here. What did I do with? Sorry, I'm getting some crystals. Trying not to roll away on this chair. Oh, this is so funny. I almost dropped the crystal on the floor on my toe before. So, there, that's better. So I'll show it to you. It's just a little throw that I bought at one of the plantations probably, good Lord, probably like 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. I'm going to show it to you. Let me move the lamp. I put a lamp here so you can see the deck because it gets dark in here sometimes. That's the cloth for the cards. So what I did was in one corner I put my citrine quartz crystal, which is really heavy. And then my other, this is called, let's see if you can see it, candle quartz. I know the light sucks. Here, let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, this is a lamp that I bought for jewelry making. It sucks. I hope you could see that. I hope you could see that. Well, you know what? I'm going to turn this back because this lamp is horrible. It's just a crappy lamp that I bought for jewelry making. It doesn't work as well as it used to. This is the candle quartz. It's actually like almost purple on the top. It's one of my favorite quartz. I bought a bunch of them, probably about 4 of them to make wands out of with some clay and wood, but I just haven't made the wands yet. I like to make wands custom made for people, so that's probably why I haven't made it. Here's another smaller piece. Quartz is my go-to crystal. So, and then of course, black obsidian is a really good crystal for clearing negative energy, and quartz is very good for magnifying the metaphysical properties of any other crystal. And I also make crystal jewelry custom made. I used to make it all the time, but people don't pay for stuff or cancel orders and stuff like that, so I don't make them now to sell. I make them custom, so I'll ask for a deposit from somebody so that I know that they will follow through and purchase the pendant, or if you want to call it an amulet. So what I decided to do tonight for you all is I think I'm going to go live tonight on a different platform and try it out. But what I thought I would do for you all tonight is I thought I would do a reading with this deck. And I'm thinking I might pull one of the question decks out if I need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pick a card. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to use the Fairy Oracle deck, which I have in my hand, which is this. And I'm going to use this in the middle as number, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I use 4 cards. So I'm going to use this one for the middle. And I'm going to do pick 4, and it's going to have to do with love and relationship. That's what I feel I need to do it on. So finding your true love, your other half, your twin flame, your twin soul, your person that you're supposed to do great things with. And if you don't already know this, I don't think twin souls and twin flames are the same as most people think on the internet. I do not think it has to be romantic or love or chasing or fixing anyone. I feel that 2 twin souls or twin flames are meant to meet at the precise time that they meet, where they're both working through things and they're both coming to be able to work together to help others on this path, this universal path of love, light, and helping others and healing and being forgiving and just supportive of one another and passing on positive affirmations and positive life-changing, altering advice. While I'm shuffling the decks and setting this up, I just want to do a few reminders on my channel. One, if you like any of the videos on my channel and are already a subscriber, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps my channel to get out to the right people. If you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit the notification bell to be alerted when I do new videos or if I do a live feed. And thirdly, if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing or sharing my channel with like-minded people. I also want to give an update that I had quite a few clients and people reach out to me about how they can support my channel. And I am going to be setting up a Patreon channel this weekend. Probably it will be up for the first week of July, where I'm going to offer several different tiers where you can donate on a monthly basis to the creative process of readings and some other videos that I will put on there for intuitives and empaths and people having paranormal activity and different things like that. I'm also going to be accepting some mentoring and coaching for others like myself who are sensitives or mediums or empaths that want some guidance in regards to things going on in their life, things that I've already gone through since I've been seeing and communicating with the dead and being an empath and an intuitive since I was about 3 or 4 years old is when I started seeing spirits. However, I started the intuitive being able to tune into this many years ago. And so I've had to learn in the last 20 years how to do certain things that intuitives and empaths deal with on a daily basis regarding the world and energy and psychic vampires and people sucking your energy and how we attract introverts, intuitives, empaths, attract narcissists or passive-aggressive sociopaths. and how to deal with that. And also if you're sensitive to the weather, if you're sensitive to different things. I actually had someone reach out to me last week about being a mentor for them. So I will be offering that as well. If you're interested in that, email me at parlaydespirit@gmail.com and I will give you further information. Obviously, all of this is donation basis. The Patreon account is going to be set up the same way with the tiers. And just so you know, I'm actually, any proceeds that go to me through Patreon or any of my other feeds will go to my documentary camera computer fund, because I'd like to do a documentary that will help young adults and little kids and adults who have the same abilities or close to the abilities that I have, that don't have support of their family or outlet of any way, that will learn something from my experiences. So I hope that helps. So all right, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do 2 cards each, and I'm gonna do 4 cards. So the dragon fae is 1, and then I have a fairy deck, which I love. I've had this deck probably for, God, I don't even know. I think I said it in my last reading, 15 years or something. No, 13 years for this deck. I got this in New Orleans in the voodoo shop and for the French Quarter when I came to visit, and I just absolutely love this deck. I love this deck. So while I'm shuffling this deck, the fairy deck, I want to let you know, if you don't already know, which a lot of you know this already about me, I am not a tarot reader. I am not a psychic. I've never claimed to be either. I am not trained in tarot. I am a medium, a spirit medium, clairvoyant, psychopomp, seer, whatever you want to call it, and I read through spirit. So 2 cards for the fairy deck, and then we're going to do 2 cards from my original Celtic deck, which is one of my very first decks I've ever gotten, which is one of my favorites. This deck has a lot of energy. It's been one of my go-to decks, especially with the artwork on the outside. It so reminds me of Tolkien, which I'm a huge Tolkien dragon fan. There, that's better. There, so you don't have to stare at my ugly face. So this is one of my favorite decks, my original decks. I've tried other decks when I first started embracing my gift out of the closet. Because all my childhood and young adulthood, I hid this gift because of being strict Roman Catholic. So I no longer do that. So this is what it looks like on the front. It reminds me of Tolkien. So this is one of my favorite decks ever. And then, of course, the Celtic dragon deck, which is also another favorite of mine. And if you don't already know, I'm actually Irish, Italian, and Native American heritage. So I am very in tune with the Native American side, the Irish side, Italian, as well as shaman. I'm a shaman at heart. I'm a healer. I'm a medicine woman. I'm an intuitive healer. I do distance Reiki if anybody is interested. I'm actually teaching myself and practicing Reiki in person, and I'm actually researching and doing a lot of training on myself in my free time, which is not much free time, but in between my extrovert job and doing these videos and readings and private readings, I'm actually teaching myself some stuff, and I'm actually going to be reaching out to someone that I picked to kind of be a guinea pig with the distance Reiki with some issues this person's having. So I'm hoping in the next month I'll be able to reach out to them and have a session. So that's something I'm working on my own with spirit guiding me. Because even though there's classes out there for everything and anything certified, I don't feel I need to go spend thousands of dollars to get a certification for something from someone that got a certification from someone else and it's not officially a school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the spiritual realm of it, I don't think that that is something that I need to do. So I hope that makes sense. If spirit wants me to do it, I'm going to know how to do it. And I already know how to do it internally. I just need to learn the other aspects of it. I hope that makes sense. So I set it up for 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards. So let me turn the camera. Because I want to take a picture of them, but I'd rather show you. So these are the cards. I'm going to turn the light this way so you can actually see them. So the Irish deck, which is the Celtic deck, is deck number 1. That's this one with the symbol. I always forget the name of the symbol in the middle, but it's something I've always wanted to get tattooed. The Celtic Irish one, which I love, reminds me of Tolkien. The Dragon Fae deck, which I love as well. And then the Fairy deck, which is this one with the beautiful flowers. So, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So I'm going to do things a little bit different tonight, even though I decided not to do this live. What I'm going to do different is I'm going to read backwards because Spirit wants me to for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read number 4 first, then number 3, then number 2, and then number 1. So I'm just checking my tattoo. I got a new tattoo yesterday, and I had to put stuff on it, and so it's sore. So it's a little bothering me. So I'm trying not to bang it on everything. It seems like every time that you have something done, you bang that part of your body more than anything. So number 4 is the Fairy deck. Now I pulled 2 cards for each for each deck. So 2 cards for number 4. Now, before I show these to you, if you're not a regular and you're just watching this channel, please know I am not taught in tarot. I don't read in tarot. I am not a tarot reader. I am not a psychic and never claimed to be a psychic. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. I am a medium. I am a spirit communicator, intuitive, clairaudience, hear, see, and taste. I'm also a paranormal consultant. I do paranormal consultants for people. I usually charge a donation fee. However, if you're a really close friend that's having activity, I just actually reached out and helped somebody. Well, they reached out to me. We talked about it. Someone I met on Twitter, and I just helped him with some activity. It's something that I enjoy doing, and I do it for free for people and barter for other things because I feel that that's a need, especially if someone can't afford it. Maybe their services can help me. So anyways, I go by donation basis. So the first card for number 4, this is a union. So this is someone, number 4, this is a union. So this for me is almost like a marriage card. Even though if you don't believe in marriage, maybe you're going to take that step and move in with the person, or you're going to have a pagan wedding, which is the hand fasting. But I see it not being traditional wedding. So it could be an LGTB wedding. Now, this could be something that's already happened. So what I'm going to say here, I usually don't go by time frames with my readings unless Spirit tells me to. But what it's telling me is this is either recently, within the last 4 weeks, or it's about to happen. And it's 2 females or 2 males. It's not a traditional wedding, and it's not a traditional marriage. And you have so many blessings of the people in your lives that have passed away that are around you, as well as loving, caring people around you at the event if it's already passed, and if it's not, if it's about to happen. It's going to be a joyful event and a very well-to-do relationship, meaning you're both meant to be together. So number 4, if you're planning on getting engaged or asking this person to do a non-traditional wedding, this person's going to be extremely receptive to you. This is a positive. This is a great card. And it's funny, people don't understand. When they're against, people who are of the same-sex marriage or whatever you are, I feel like you love the person's soul, and it doesn't matter what gender or nationality or anything that they are. I hope that makes sense. So that's number 1. That's number 4. That's card number 1 and number 4. And here's card number 2. And look at this. This is the same thing. That's so funny. So when I went into this pick a card idea, I was sitting in my room with the dogs, and I'm like, I want to do another pick a card. That's Wednesday. Wednesday! Stop it, girly! She barks at everything. I decided to do a pick a card. Now, I never do a pick a card. Hold on a minute. I just got to pause it for a minute. Sorry about that. You know, Wednesday, she barks all the time. So when I decided to do a pick a card tonight, I decided to do 4 decks. And I said, well, I never do love because I'm single, right? And love is everywhere on YouTube. If you look at every damn reader out there, and I'm not insulting readers, I mean, they're all out there, even the ones I like. They're always talking about twin flames and finding your love and blah, 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 blah. And I'm single and I really am tired of it. I don't want, the ones recently in the last month, all of them are the same because they all read tarot. Okay, so does that look similar, right? And I'm not judging them, but it's about someone from the past coming back. And I made a joke on my Instagram, not to insult any of them, but shit, I'm not going backwards. So you can come from the past all you want, but it ain't going to happen. I'm moving on. I'm done with the past. You know what I mean? So when I sat down to do these cards, I was like, oh God, I guess I'm going to do a love one because Spirit's telling me to do a love. And it's so funny because the first deck, what do? I have 2 love cards. So apparently I picked right and the universe is answering me. So yes, definitely, this person is going to have, if you haven't already had in a union, a non-traditional union, it's going to happen, and this is going to be bountiful with love. You both complement each other. You're both meant to be together. If you have any doubts, put them behind you because this is a great match. This is a great, great match. I just think you guys, the energy with these cards is amazing for number 4. So now number 3 is the Dragon Fae. Number 3. So number 3, before I show you this card, you've been going through some struggles recently as of late in relationship-wise. You and your partner, whoever they are, I feel like there's been either a third party involved or there was a third party involved that's not involved anymore. And so it's been a struggle for you, right? And so this is showing that you're a lot stronger than you think you are, but I don't feel like the end is near for the third party. So I feel like if there's 3 people involved in this relationship, the third party's still going to be hanging around. And I don't think that you're happy about that. And so, there are relationships out there. There are people that have open relationships and have 3 people involved, 2 guys and 2 girls, 2 guys and a girl, or 2 girls and a guy. People do it all the time. It's not something I would do, but I'm not judging anybody. However, this does not work in this relationship. And so it's causing you some trouble and some soul searching, and you're feeling not that strong about it, and you feel doubtful about it, and you're not sure. And so you're like kind of stuck. And so you're wondering if this is the right environment, and so you have to make a personal choice. Either you're going to accept it, like I tell everybody who's in relationships that are a struggle. Either you accept the behavior and you stay with the person and you can't blame them because you accepted that behavior, or you move on. So it's one or the other. So it's either shit or get off the pot. I'm sorry. I know you're not supposed to cuss on here, but. So that's the first card for number 3. The second card, you, because you're going through this, need to realize that even though this is going on in your life, your love life, even though this is going on in your love life, listen to me, number 3. Even though you're going through this in your love life, stop putting your dreams aside. This is the dream catcher. You dream big like I do, and you don't push for those dreams because you don't think they're possible because of other things going on in your life. Even though this shit's going on, this shit isn't going to last forever. Either you decide that you're worthy of something and you end it, or you continue going on with it and suck it up and move on. One or the other, right? It's yes or no. It's no gray area. This is your dream. This is you. This is the light within you. You have your chakras, right? Whether you believe this or not, this is what I believe. You have your chakras. You have your energy that runs through the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet into Gaia. This is your dream. You have a dream that you are not pursuing. You have a dream in your mind of what you want things to be like. Okay? So I'm rewinding to me. When I was with my ex, and I have 2 huge exes and then 1 ex that I was only with a year. So I was with somebody for 21 years and then with somebody for about 6 years. And then in between there, I dated somebody for about a year. The 21-year relationship, I always was being someone else's somebody. I was never being Chris. I was never embracing my dreams, ever. Never. They were only the dreams that were others around me, or I thought that they wanted me to do. I hope that makes sense for those of you who are watching this. I kept this in the closet because it wasn't acceptable. I was told so many different things. Don't let others' actions stop you from dreaming. It may take a while. Dreams don't come true in a day. We become who we are in the long period of time that we've been alive. You can't change that quickly. So don't stop dreaming. Keep dreaming. Keep that light alive, number 3. All right, number 2. So number 2 was the Celtic. Number 2. So there's a gentleman, a dwarf, whatever you want to call it, sitting in a field with the fox behind him and the flowers, looking over to the side of him, right? Wondering what's going on. It's the Oak Man. So for number 2, you apparently, in the relationship, don't get out enough. And what I mean by that is, in your relationship, you guys are together so much that you never have your own identity. I've done this, been there, done that. We all need our own identity. We cannot live our lives expecting someone else to love us unconditionally and not love ourselves. So you're in a relationship and it feels stagnant and you don't get out. You don't go and ground yourself. You don't get out and do stuff with your friends. You don't go out by yourself because you're a jealous person and you're with this other person and you're afraid that if you go and leave them, they're going to do something. That's really sad. And I'm not judging you, but I've been there and done that. If you're in the right relationship, that person won't do that. But if you're in the wrong relationship, that person may do that. So you can't live in fear and stay and like coddle the person because you're afraid of what if. That's kind of like being afraid of death so you don't drive or go out of the house. It's not logical. And yes, people have that real fear and I'm not taking away from them, but it's not logical, right? So you have to think of it this way. Are you worthy of it? If he loves you or she loves you or they love you as much as you want them or think they do, then they won't hurt you by doing something that you're not acceptive of. I hope that makes sense. And then this is card 2, Will-o'-the-wisp. So this is another one that shows this is your soul. Number 2. This is your soul, Will-o'-wisp. So here you are, in the field, and then here you are, lighthearted. This is you. This is the light within you that you are not showing to people. You're like, I want to say you're kind of like I was for a while when I was with my ex, where I kind of just, my introvert self would just kind of bottle up and not really show who I really was. No one could see that light within me because I hid it. Don't hide your light, number 2. You're a beautiful soul. And if you're afraid that the person's going to cheat or leave you or do something bad, then maybe that person doesn't deserve you. And I'm not saying that you need to end the relationship. All I'm saying is you need to get out more. Whether that means just going shopping with a girlfriend or going for a walk by yourself, or if you have a dog, taking the dog for a walk and not being with your partner, to get out and see the world without that person attached at the hip to you. And I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just sharing this information that the cards and spirits are telling me. I think if you do this especially, by doing this once in a while, this light within you will come out and you won't be so insecure. Because I'm seeing insecureness. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being insecure because I have been insecure most of my life. So here's the last one, number 1, which was the Celtic Dragon. And the first card is the Queen of Swords. And no, I don't read tarot, so it doesn't mean the same for me. I read through spirit and symbolism. So, number 1. Sorry, I'm seeing some stuff. Let me look. You are a very strong person when it comes to your relationship and love. And currently in the relationship, you feel like you are the one who's doing most of the work. However, in your relationship, you feel that way, but it's not necessarily true. You are blinded by the little things that you're other half does for you that maybe you're taking for granted. So I suggest you, number one, to take a step back and just watch and stop being so in control of your relationship with your partner, and give yourself some time to just watch, and you'll realize that you're a control freak and that this person is trying. They're just not trying to what you feel is acceptable. Yeah, see? This is the person you're with. You see this person? They feel like they can never do anything right. No matter what they do, what they say, any kind of gesture, as small or as big as it is, because it's not the way you would do it or the way you would want it done, they don't feel acknowledged by you, which leaves people very depressed and sad about their relationship because they feel like they're unworthy, and they get depressed, and then they go within themselves, and then they don't want to talk about it. So what you need to do, my advice to you, is to step off your high horse or your dragon and realize that this person's feelings are hurt, and that if you step it back and let go of the control, which is very hard for you, I understand, because you're stubborn. Step back. The only way this relationship is going to be bountiful and positive is if you step back and realize this person is trying very hard for this relationship to be equal. However, it's very hard to live up to someone's standards when they're way too high. So you've already been in this relationship, I see, for years, and it's never been this tough until recently. And I don't know what change happened in your lives, but something happened that made you like this. And you need to step back and appreciate this person a little more, because they really are trying. They really, really are trying, and they love you and care about you. So get off of your pride horse, or dragon, I should say, and step back and and once you do that and you take off the blinders, number one, you'll be like, oh, I guess I was wrong, because they really are trying. Because if you keep going on like this is going to end. This person's not going to be able to take it anymore. I don't see it ending anytime soon, but you really need to get off your dragon and appreciate the person. Step back. If you can't see the appreciation now of the small things that they're doing, step back, because you will be able to see it. Now, like I said, this is a 4-card reading, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It doesn't resonate with everybody, but I hope that quite a few of you will resonate with these readings. If you are interested in a private reading, I do offer several types of readings. You can email me at parlaythespirit@gmail.com, which is posted below in the comments, as well as my PayPal information, my wish list on Amazon if you'd like to donate to the channel by purchasing a deck for me to do readings, as well as any other information regarding my channel will be below. Any of my social media links and pages, feel free to follow me. I'd love to see you follow me. I am on Twitter, Instagram. I have my own website, and I am also on Facebook as Parlay the Spirit, and now I am setting up a Patreon under Parlay the Spirit. The page is already there. It's just not set up with tiers yet. And I also set up an account for Twitch, which is a live stream site. It's parlay_de_spirit. And I would be honored if you would follow me. And anybody who follows me on Twitter or Twitch, I will follow you back and make my best effort to follow you and watch your streams when I can and support you as you support me. I hope you've enjoyed these 4 readings here at my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you're interested in any of my new content or live feeds. I will be posting readings throughout the month more efficiently now that I have an area to sit. I will be doing live feeds more probably on Twitch once I get used to it than here on YouTube. What else? I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I haven't decided what I'm going to give away yet. What else? There's something else I wanted to tell you all, but I can't remember now. So thank you for coming to my channel. I'm really appreciative of all of your support. If you have any questions, concerns, or want to reach out to me, all my information is below. Oh, I know what it was. I'm offering a special reading this month for donations for my camera/documentary fund. I posted it on my Facebook page. I don't know if I posted it on my Instagram or Twitter, but I'm offering a 6-card mini reading via email, PayPal only, for a $30 donation. I'm offering a 6-card reading, video reading, where you get sent the private link, and it's $40 donation. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email and put in the subject matter reading. I will honor that until the end of June. It's for June. So I look forward to hearing from you all, and you have a great evening. Take care. Bye.